Today what I'm going to do is bring in a pattern that was bought from another system. We had several systems before we had the one we've got now, and sometimes when you bring in a design from another system, there's something lacking, or it's too big, or something is wrong with it. So I'll just bring one in. Okay, so you can see like the size of this. This is going to be a big mess. It's going to be about 100 inches wide, and the entire quilt is only about 50, so that's not going to work. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take it into Art and Stitch, which is the design and digitizing component of the software, and we're going to turn it back into artwork so that we can change the size of it. So it'll take a minute to switch back over. This happens a lot. It's, I guess, something to do with the way they're digitized. I have no idea why it happens, but a lot of times we've brought things in that were digitized in other systems, and we'll go to convert them to Bernina or BQM, and they come out huge. Okay, so it's an artwork. What I want to do, so right now it's 100 inches wide, so I'm going to take it down to 10. Bring up the keyboard. Instead of 100, go to 10. Enter that, apply that. Okay, so that's going to give us a more usable size. So right now it's still artwork. So the other thing we need to do is apply stitches, and it's going to be 2mm stitch length, which is what we normally do. Apply that, and then I'm going to save it. And we're going to call it Poplar in an ANS file, which means it's called Poplar in Art and Stitch. Okay, it's going to tell me it already exists because I've already done this one before. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is open this file and open this Poplar in the ANS format. Okay, and then we're going to save it as a BQM. So I'm going to drop down here, go to BQM for Bernina, and of course I missed it, so I'll do it one more time. All right, BQM. Save that one, and then we're going to go over that. Okay, so it has no stitches. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select it, add stitches, apply those. Because an Art and Stitch file doesn't have stitches, of course, because it's a digital file. It's not a stitch file. Okay, so now we're going to save that. And that's the message you want. When it says it doesn't fit the current hoop, that's because the software also does embroidery, and of course it's not going to fit in any hoop. Back over. Okay, there you can see it. So let's just see if it comes in. This one we're going to get rid of. And the other one should come in. Okay. I'm going to open Poplar. Okay, so for some reason it didn't save it as a BQM, so let's go. There, and it came in. Sometimes the software is a little finicky. It kind of has a mind of its own, so this is what we deal with. All right, so we're going to put this guy up here, and then we're going to add, say, 6 repeats. Okay, so that what I want to do next is I'm going to go into the other file, and we're going to add repeats of rows. Okay, so now I have 4 rows. Next thing I want to do is highlight them all. I want to disconnect them so that they become independently movable. So, for example, if I wanted to do, and one of our favorite things is to turn them upside down and backwards, then I could do that. That way I can group them back together now as a grouped file, and that's ready to stitch out. So it doesn't fill the whole screen, but you get the idea. So this is how we're going to do this one. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually apply this onto a quilt, and you'll see how it stitches out.